This is your WW3, always a Thursday evening after dinner. Stopped off at Pontedera to have something. I was programmed to see a film, but no. Probably tomorrow, this weekend with a friend of mine. Now, this morning in front of the Surrey police, there was an angry mob outside protesting. And the motive they done this is to demand for the identity of the so-called suspects. That means they probably have them in custody, or they have reason to believe these individuals are responsible of that horrible, sexual violence on a young girl of her 20s in front of a Methodist church, 2 a.m. in the morning. 7 individuals decided to do violence on her. And as we know, in all these cases, if it was a British culprit or suspect, it would be named and shamed already. His name will be on the newspapers everywhere, on the tabloids. But now here, something is fishy. Can I understand there's a police investigation underway? It could be very delicate inquiries they're making, can understand that. But they have their procedures. They make a public statement. And so far they haven't disclosed anything. But the superintendent of East Surrey Police, probably around an hour or so, should be a meeting with the residents of this place, and they will issue obviously a public statement regarding this issue. The fact is, the police in the United Kingdom used to be a great respected establishment by all 40 years ago. Now become a laughing stock, inefficient, and following orders and pursuing certain political ideology instead of combating real crime, or probably turning a blind eye, which in certain particular cases did happen. The Rotherham grooming gang, not just the local authorities, social services, the local council knew about these things. And yet again, this is another case of a grooming gang. They don't want to admit it yet, but it has those, possibility is 50%. You can bet on it. You think 7 British youngsters, locals, British people, white, do a horrible thing like this on a young girl? Only a backwards culture treat women in this way. Talking in the 7th century, or even more worse. And mind you, these grooming gangs are mainly Eastern, Middle Eastern, Asia, of Islamic faith. The government statistics don't lie. You can't hide it. You can check it out on the website. Who's behind these horrible crimes, grooming gangs? And it's not just young women who are being involved. Kids as well, of under 16 and below, which is more sickening as a crime itself. And obviously, I think more than 2013, there was a campaign to convince imams of the mosques to condemn this type of practice. 70% of them just doubled down and probably admit it. This type of horrible behaviour. So, which was during the BBC documentary or reportage at that time. This problem has been going on for a long time. And obviously with the new arrivals, illegals, this type of horrible crime towards young women and children is on increase. And you can't hide behind political ideology of the left, because in the name of diversity, you're harbouring criminals. You're complice. You're a part of it. You're inciting this type of behaviour, or trying to legitimise in this type of behaviour in the name of diversity. And the Epsom case is just, there's been many others. More of these people come, sooner or later there will be another case like this. And people can really getting pissed off and angry about this. And you know, probably next time round, if they find out who it is, do you want people to take the law in your own hand? Where's the coppers? Are you doing your duty, or you're just too busy virtual signalling, or to make your masters happy or something? You're paid to do a job. You are in a uniform. You're a police officer. You must uphold the law and combat crime. In the limits law is written, basically. You can't just turn around because it's a political agenda you have to defend. There's no law says you have to defend this type of political ideology and inciting people that commit crime. It's no more of your duty to combat crime or even prevent it. You're inciting this type of crime. You're becoming a sidekick of this corrupt, liberal, wokey system, which is just destroying the society and just encouraging more foes to come into the country itself.